This is Hawaii News Now.
An FBI hunt is over as authorities on the mainland capture a Hawaii couple that's been on the run for months. Good evening, I'm Keahi Tucker.
And I'm Stephanie Lum. That couple is accused of running a Ponzi scheme. Agents caught up with Perry and Rachelle Griggs in Arizona. They are accused of bilking about $3 million from a dozen investors, including 9 who lived in Hawaii. The couple will face an initial court appearance in Flagstaff, Arizona, before being moved to Honolulu to be arraigned. A federal grand jury in Honolulu indicted the couple in October on 13 counts of wire and mail fraud related to that alleged scheme.
And we're joined now by Special Agent Tom Simon with the FBI to talk more about the case. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
Hard to outrun the FBI. How did you guys catch this couple?
Well, we used a variety of techniques, including undercover agents who are operating under different ruse scenarios to try and lure Perry Griggs out, and electronic sophisticated techniques that the FBI uses to try and track people down through email and telephones. And those things all came to a head this morning in Arizona.
And tell us more about what they did. I understand they operated out of prison, believe it or not.
Well, at this point, it's just an accusation, keep in mind. They've been indicted, but they still have to have their day in court before they're found guilty. The indictment itself alleges that Perry Griggs, while serving time in prison for running a Ponzi scheme, actually operated a Ponzi scheme from inside the prison walls with the help of his wife. Now, he happened to be locked up at that moment in time with about 100 inmates from Hawaii who were serving time at Nellis Air Force Base Federal Prison. And he was able to convince them to convince their family members to invest in his fraudulent scheme. Again, that's just an allegation at this point.
Another big case, as long as you're here, of course, Noshir Guadia, the Maui man who was tried for espionage. Don't get a lot of cases like that around here in Hawaii. And what's the status now?
Well, right now, Mr. Guadia is awaiting sentencing, and that was a particularly interesting case because the FBI personnel who work in foreign counterintelligence matters deal in a very shadowy world. Very seldom do we ever get to find out in the public eye what they do for a living because they're busy chasing spies and making sure our national security secrets remain safe. The Guadia trial this summer provided the people of Hawaii and the people of America with an interesting glimpse into that world of international espionage.
I just wish we could put our cameras in federal court. We always got to go with those drawings.
Yeah.
That's all right. And then, of course, the backpack bandit, which reminds us all that at the very local level, you're still out there chasing down bank robbers.
Absolutely. Now, it's important to note that the Honolulu Police Department is leading this investigation. They're the guys on the street kicking down doors and trying to find the bad guy. The FBI's role in this case right now is to generate publicity and therefore generate leads for the Honolulu Police to chase down so we can put this guy away before someone gets hurt.
Yeah, I was surprised when you came out and actually gave this guy a nickname, the Backpack Bandit, and threw it out there with the $10,000 reward. Don't see that too often, but you're really trying to get people's attention.
We're very fortunate in Hawaii to live in a place where we only have about 25 bank robberies a year. I came from Chicago, where we tipped the scales at about 400 bank robberies a year, and there it was not uncommon when we had a serial bank robber to give them a nickname to capture the public's attention and generate a little more publicity, thus generating more leads, which inevitably catches the bank robber eventually. And we're hoping to recreate that magic here with the Backpack Bandit and give the Honolulu Police the tools they need to put this guy away.
Do you happen to know the conviction rate for bank robbers?
I know that we clear or solve about 80% of bank robberies nationwide. This is a low percentage of success crime. If someone's looking to get into a life of crime, bank robbery is not the way to go because you're going to have a lot of people looking for you, and when you're caught, the sentences are very severe.
And you're always on surveillance camera one way or another. I'm always amazed that people keep trying it.
Absolutely. You're always on candid camera when you're inside a bank.
Talk about the future of the FBI in Hawaii. You're moving out to Kapolei and you're going to have a new man in charge.
Absolutely. 2011 will be our last year operating a field office inside the city limits of Honolulu. In 2012, we're going to be moving into our office in Kapolei. And at the beginning of this year, we're lucky to have a new special agent in charge coming to join us in Honolulu. Mr. Frank Montoya is coming from FBI headquarters to lead our efforts here in the state.
All right, D.C. man in town. We'll have to give him a big aloha.
Absolutely. We got to get him used to the local flavor.
Yeah. Tom Simon, special agent from the FBI. So nice to talk with you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for all your hard work.
Happy holidays, sir.
Steph, back to you.
Thank you very much, Kathy. Time now for a live